stuff like the beautiful runway we have here and the beautiful green grass and your beautiful clip-wing Cub and everything. And having such a nice time. Dan, oh please, I'm sorry. On behalf of those north of the Mason-Dixon line, I'd like to apologize to you, sir.
Oh, no problem, no problem. They'll probably go away. They get bored and leave.
Hey, you guys. We don't need any interlopers here. We're in the middle of a great fly-in. This is Sentimental Journey. Anyway, look at that beautiful J3 Cub landing there. Excuse me, J2. That is a J2 Cub there. One of the rare antique airplanes we have here. Real big deal.
Yeah, that's a beautiful airplane there for sure.
Look, I'm sorry, Dan. I'm turning my back on this situation. You keep an. I don't want anything to do with the people who look like that. They look nauseating to me. What is that? Some moonshiner? What are they? I don't
know, but one of them's got a shotgun. I can see that.
So he does. Hey, buddy. Hey, get away from that airplane. Hey, whoever you are, Instructor Dan, tell him to get away from your airplane. Hey, mister, get away from there. We have called airport security. We want you away from that airplane. And him too. Look, we sell beer after evening hours at the and for a reasonable donation to Sentimental Journey, and we don't need your sort of moonshine. And I'd like to thank you to please keep your hands off that beautiful clip-wing Cub. Get your hands off that clip-wing. No, that is not a platform for you to tie your shoes, sir. And I use the term loosely. Where is airport security when we need them? What's going on here? Hey, look, buddy, I'm sorry. This isn't working. Look, mister, I'm sorry. You're gonna have Instructor Dan is about to solo a student right here at Cub Haven.
Well, listen here, Mr. Fancy Pantsy and Answer Feller. I need to ask you a question.
What?
Well, one is we've been wandering all over this place trying to find a gate to get out of here.
And boy, would we like to show you one.
Do you know there's a break in your fence over there a ways, but I can't find it again?
Wait a second, there wasn't a break before. Did you break our fence?
No, sir, no. It had to be broken accidentally when I got there.
A likely story.
But anyway, the reason we came is I was up here 1986. And there was a feller that owned a yeller Piper Cub.
Sure, we got all the Piper Cubs here. This is Cub Haven.
This one was yellow.
Mister, as you can see, if you had eyes, you could see they're all yellow. That's the traditional color of Piper Cub.
I really think this is it because it was owned by a tall, skinny feller named Dan. I heard you talking about him.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I want to get him to talk about our good friend Dan and his...
Well, the years since 1986 have been good.
I guess it has been a couple of years since 1986. But look, mister, they're all yellow airplanes here, and I have no idea who you talked to, 28 years ago? Please.
Well, Dan. It says right here on this certificate. You see this certificate?
This guy?
You see this certificate?
Yeah.
All right. I bought this certificate for $5, and it says right here it's good for an introductory flying lesson.
Look, we'll honor it, but you're going to have to come around here Monday morning of next week. You come here, and we're going to get you your intro ride.
Well, okay.
Good. There we go.
I believe that said Don, not Dan.
Wait a second. Don, not Dan? He looks like he's sulking. I think we made him really, really angry. I don't know.
I'm a little more worried about this one with the shotgun than that big one.
I don't know. What's he... Maybe we did the right thing. Maybe he's going to get in his stupid truck and drive away. And maybe he'll repair the hole in our fence that he made. I thought you left.
I just had a long conversation with my brother-in-law in Peoria. He's a bail bondsman and he knows all there is about the law. and he said that this here certificate is a legal document redeemable upon demand. And I
That's something.
demand.
Well, demand. I mean, we try to accommodate everybody here at Sentimental
Well,
Journey.
thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I guess we're settled then.
What?
You just said you're going to accommodate everybody, and I be one of
This is
them.
Sentimental Journey. This is Cub Haven. We can't just do anything you want.
I
us to
knew
do.
this was going to happen. I'm going to have to turn this over to my negotiator. Grandpa?
Whoa. Oh. Hello, sir.
Give my boy what he wants, or you gonna have to contend with me and old Bessie. And old Bessie don't lie.
I knew you'd see it our way. Now, when's this flying lesson take place? Like now?
Dan, can you do this for me?
Yes, we'll do it now if he'll get rid of him.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you, Instructor Dan. Look, you are in the middle of the most important Cub event of the entire year, and you are going to have to act like a gentleman when you're here near this beautiful restored airplane. Got it?
I just have to think I'm the one acting like gentleman here. You know, don't y'all think, people? This fancy-pantsy announcer fella's kind of smart, if you ask me.
Just, Dan, thank you. Anything you can do, buddy. Anything.
Now? We can go now?
Yeah, I guess you can
Go now.
If
You
Dan
sure?
says
You sure? You sure me and him gonna fit in that thing? It looks awful light to me.
Hey, wait a second. What is your brother or your cousin or whatever doing to that airplane?
That's Uncle Fred. He just kind of weigh it up, make sure it's all right. That's what a pilot told me is a pre-freight.
I'm gonna feel a lot better after you have taken off and gotten the heck out of here. Clem, don't touch the airplane. Get in it, but don't touch it. Don't touch it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's not how you get in a Piper Cub.
How do I get in this little thing?
Instructor Dan, would you please tell him? Would you please try to help him?
Lather me up a little bit first.
Folks, we'd like to apologize to all of you on behalf of Sentimental Journey. We're so sorry this is coming up. We're going to have that first solo with that student as soon as we can put it together for you. Thank you. Oh, I can't. This is so ungraceful. Oh. Oh. No. Dan, you'd better get inside that airplane yourself, Dan. Dan? No, Dan, you're putting a lunatic inside your airplane. I'd feel a lot better if you were in that plane with him.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan. A phone call from your real flight student. Okay, all right, let's get him in. Hey, wait a second! No, that's not right! Oh no, that lunatic started the airplane up! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is terrible. We didn't want to have anything like this at Sentimental Journey. Oh, we're so sorry. Get out of the way, Instructor Dan. I can't watch. He just stole the airplane. Oh, Instructor Dan, if you were up inside that plane, you'd be telling him how to do turns now. He can't do anything at all in that airplane. I can't watch, but I have to. I just can't stand this. Oh. Now he's up over there on the far side of Piper Field, and he's... Oh, I can't. Wait a second, there's a river gorge down there. He's trying to teach himself to fly the airplane, Dan, and he doesn't even have 1 minute of flying time. Wait a second, he's flying down there in the middle of the Susquehanna River. Oh, Dan, your poor airplane. Is your insurance agent here? Look, he's turning around. He's trying to line up on the runway. No, that's not how you line up on the runway, Clem. That's not how you do it. Dan, have you ever soloed a student who had no time whatsoever? Oh, and there he goes down the river again!
I don't even know if I can count this one if he does make it back.
If he makes it back without bending himself or that airplane, it'll be a miracle. Look at that. Dan, I didn't know an airplane could be flown that way. He's flying the airplane sideways.
Shows you how good of an airplane it is, doesn't it?
I hope you get it back in one piece, Dan. Now he's over the ridge, and now he's going to try to line back up on the runway. And even a several-hour student would have a challenge to land that beautiful hook-wing Cub on the runway. This is not good. This is not good. Oh, I can't. Oh, he's trying to land the... Oh. Look at that poor rudder being waggled like that. It's just... Oh. Wait a second. What's Grandpa doing with that gun?
I tried to get him to get it to me, but I was afraid how he'd get it to me.
Hey, wait a second. So, the engine just sputtered a little bit. How much gas did you have in that airplane, Dan?
Just enough for 3 touch and go, 2 take off and landing.
Well, he's going to run out of gas any minute then.
Well, he's going to come down anyway.
He certainly is. I just hope, I'm afraid it's not going to be very pretty though, Dan. He's flying. Dan, did you know your airplane could be flown that way?
I've never tried it. I did not know you could get that much out of it. Of course, it may never fly straight again after this.
It's one consolation, Dan, is that the greatest Cub rebuilders and restorers are also with us here on the field today. So if he really rolls it up into a ball, and I hope he doesn't, at least there's experts on the field who would know just how to make it good again.
Well, unless he makes a lot of money in that moonshine, he ain't going to be able to pay for it.
I wish he hadn't been involved with that moonshine before he arrived here today at Piper Field. A tire fell off the plane and he caught it on fire. Grandpa's gun hit the mark. Oh, well, one thing's for sure. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen pretty soon, Dan. And now, oh no, down into the river valley again. I can't look. Now he's pulling into a stall. This is not good. And now here's what happens at the end of a stall is you come down.
Looks like the family's leaving him.
Well, I think about everybody ought to leave him. If he can't even hang out with his own people, jeez. Maybe he could push it into the trees and land on the top of a tree or something and get the airplane back that way. I don't like he's gaining altitude, Dan. He's gaining altitude. Wait a second. Hey, buddy. Hey, you're going down too far. You're going down too far. Pull back on the stick. Pull back on the stick. Pull back on the stick. Not that far back. A slow roll to the left. This is absolutely amazing, Dan. What am I seeing here? Back into the river gorge? I just don't believe it. Dan, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what I'm seeing.
I don't believe you can teach that. That what's flying and that's how it's being flown either. Truck on the runway.
A truck on the runway? What are you talking about? Dan, what's going on? Tell me, Dan, what's going on? I just don't understand what I'm seeing. What's going on?
Well, Roger, I guess it's about time to let you in on it. This is Greg Koontz, aerobatic pilot, professional pilot, and nobody can get out of a Piper Cub what he can.
You mean that's the Greg Koontz?
The Greg Koontz, Asheville, Alabama.
Oh my gosh, what a relief. Well, okay, but wait a second, Dan, what's that truck doing on the runway?
Well, that's a little bit of a surprise for you, Roger.
What's he gonna do? I've heard amazing things about Greg Koontz, but I've never seen him live perform in person.
This is what he calls the world's smallest airport.
Okay. You mean he's going to land that airplane on top of that truck?
Well, when they looked at it, he's going to try.
I hope they go a little smoother when they come along on the second pass.
Wind got him a little bit there.
I have heard of a truck top landing being done, but I've never heard of it being done with a clip-wing Cub. That is an amazing feat. Merely to land an airplane on top of a truck is an extremely rare air show stunt. I know a prominent pilot in our area, Roger Leonard, has done it, but it's virtually every time I've heard of that act being done, it's done with a full long-wing airplane, isn't it?
Yeah, that's usually what he does it with.
Then what we're seeing isn't just a Greg Koontz air show, it's a rare Greg Koontz air show.
Yeah, he likes the aerobatics of the clip wing Cub and decided to use that one for this time.
Okay, they're on the precisely matching speeds there. Okay, here now on our third pass, heading from right to left, the incredible world's smallest airport routine. Don't try this at home with your J3 Cub and your pickup truck. And Greg Koontz has done it again! That is an incredible stunt. And I'd like to also say how much we appreciate it here, Instructor Dan at Sentimental Journey. Of all the air show acts we could book to have a special treat for the crowd, isn't it nice to have a traditional Cub type act?
Yeah, I think that's what kind of made this one kind of special to bring it up here for this event.
And in all seriousness, the attempt by the Clipwing Cub for the truck top landing is so rare, I don't think I've ever heard of it being done before.